going on, everyone? Welcome back to VersionOne, and welcome to episode 13 of Phat Rags, when we get your car on, we have a chat about it, and we send it. And in today's episode, we're down here at Velocity Tuning once again with another one of their development cars. This time, the BMW G80 M3. We're gonna have a quick chat to Tommy about the spec of the car, how it currently sits today, and any of his plans going forward with this platform, and see what this G Series is all about. This is Tommy's 900 brake horsepower BMW G80 M3. The mods list is surprisingly small considering those numbers, but let's quickly run through them anyway. Visual mods consist of a front splitter, side skirts, rear diffuser, and boot lip by Elite Carbon, CS style front grille, 12mm spacers all round with a Michelin PS4S, and the front end lowered on IBAC springs. Performance mods, eVenturi air intake, downpipe and single mid-pipe, and Frostbite methanol kit. Tuning, stage 2 multi-map, all done in-house at Velocity Tuning, and the Supfin gearbox mapping. Fueling, the car's currently running E50 and Port Meth to give us all the sauce today. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time, so let's get out there and see what this thing's got. Try to put me off?
No.
Why the fuck you lying?
Right, so before we get into today's video, as per usual, make sure you leave me a like rating, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and ring the bell notification to find your way back for any future content. And if you haven't already guessed, we're in the M3 today with Tommy down at Velocity Tuning. Thanks for coming back on the channel again, and thanks for almost ruining the intro.
I've just made the intro.
If you don't know, we've had him on the channel before with his F90 M5, and previously we've spoken about his F10 and stuff. But today is about this car, the M3, the G80 M3. So Tommy, take it away. What we got here?
So we've got a 2022 G80 M3. It is an X-Drive version, and it is running a stage 2 tune. But if we was to look at like the aggressiveness of stage 2, like we're 10 out of 10 on that scale.
Yeah. Maxed out.
Yeah, for sure.
So what are we making today?
So we're actually making 900 brake horsepower today and around 900 newton meters as well. So if we was just on petrol, we would have been around 700. If we had either ethanol or methanol, we would have pushed it up to 8. But we've actually got both of those today, so we've gone all the way up to 900 brake.
We're getting all the sauce today, all the sauce. So to get the car to this point, what have you actually done to it? Obviously we mentioned meth, ethanol and stuff like that to get it up to 9, but what have you done in development wise, and what have you done to actually modify this car to get to that power?
When I got the car for a couple of weeks, I left it completely standard and looked out for what I didn't like about the car. To be honest with you, one of the things I really didn't like about it was the gearbox. The gearbox, the shifts are so slow. Like you change gear and it's like through the next gear. Well, I want them to be quick and sharp. So before I actually changed the engine on this, the first thing I done was messed around with the gearbox. From that point, believe it or not, with these cars, any BMW made after June of 2020, you have to send the ECU away to be unlocked.
Oh, God.
So there's a Russian company based in Finland called Femto. You send it to them, 4 days later, ECU comes back, and you can now begin to start tuning it. So with this car, I've done stage 1 first, which means no physical modifications. I got it up to 650 brake.
Just to tune?
Just to tune.
Nice.
I then changed the downpipes and the mid-pipe, so I've got a single mid-pipe on this now, so it's a bit louder than standard, and that allows me to push the power up to 720. So that was just like your basic of basics of a stage 2 car. From that point, I put the eVenturi intakes on. Now, what I like about the eVenturis is not just the fact that it's all carbon and looks pretty and good noises. They changed the turbo inlets, and they're actually quite restrictive on a standard car. So you know, like a golf ball with all the dimple effect, they add that onto it.
Are they bigger as well?
They're huge. They're like double the size, so really? You're not going to get a restriction on that turbo. Stage 2, it made 720. From that point, I then put an ethanol content sensor in it, so it now runs on flex fuel. So that's what we're on today. We've got E40 in the car, so it's 40% ethanol, 60% petrol. That adds another 100 brake onto the car, so we're just over 800 brake with that. But then I came into another issue, which was I was starting to run out of fuel. So I couldn't make no more power because I'd maxed out the fueling system. So this car also has methanol on it to give it that additional fueling, and also keeps it nice and cold. And that's 900 brake. So 650 stage 1, stage 2 700, stage 2 with race fuel 800, and if you really push on it 900. This is a development car, so I'm not really recommending to people that you go out all the way to 900, but 7 and 800 all day long. To be honest, these cars absolutely fly at 800 brake. If it was a customer approaching me, I'd be pushing them into one of our 800 brake packages. If you do it with meth, you've got the power there all the time. Like I've literally got a button here that I can press. If you do it with ethanol, you don't need any additional parts. So you literally fill it up in the main tank and then you're good to go. With the methanol, it can cost a few thousand to get it fitted. With the ethanol, it's much, much cheaper because it's literally a sensor. So we've got space. You ready?
I'm on, mate. Go on then, let's have it. Really should have put the head back. Stab me neck. Hey, just get pins and needles in my hands. Jesus Christ.
Coming out with me is good for your circulation and nervous system.
Yeah, is it? I'm sweating. I literally, like, I was going to put my head back, but I felt the car jump forward and I was like, right now, but I was just too late.
Did your head get pushed into the seat?
Really should have put the head back. That is, I'll tell you what, you could do that over and over again and I don't think you'd get used to that. What does that feel like for you? I know you've done it a million times, you've done it on 100 different surfaces. What does that feel like to you?
Fun.
Is it? Weird question, have you done it from this seat?
That's what I was about to say. I've never felt it on that side.
Yeah, because you ain't holding nothing, you're just kind of there like, ah!
Yeah, no, I haven't felt it as a passenger. So I've like got the wheel, I'm obviously causing it.
Yes.
And I've done it so many times, I know exactly what's going to happen at what point.
Because there's probably a lot less drama from that seat than this seat, because I'm just kind of just sat there like taking it like,
It's pretty, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's mad, mate. The thing is, like, as well, we've said this a million times as well with like more modern cars, until you look over and see the numbers, you're like, is this real life? I've driven cars of all sorts of power, been in cars of all sorts of different powers and stuff, but just watching a digital dash just jump in 10s and 20s, it's like,
it's crazy.
Mate, it's mind blowing. Really should have put the head back. Stab me neck. Let's talk numbers. So what is this doing 0 to 60 and 100 to 200?
So this is doing 100 to 200 in 4.3,
yeah,
and it's doing 0 to 60 in 2.2, which is the fastest car I've owned. Even the F90 M5, or sorry, the F10 M5 that I had, made more power, but didn't accelerate as fast as this.
You've done your 0 to 60 testing, your 100 to 200 testing, all of that stuff. What have you done out there in the wild to test this car's performance?
So we have been over to the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
Obviously one of the best known stomping grounds for a car, so I took that over there for the weekend.
Hell, mate, yeah.
And the car performed really, really well. One of the things that's actually great about this, it's all well and good talking about we've got 900 brake.
Yeah.
But I can literally hold this button right now and I've just gone to 600 and I've just gone to 500.
Yeah, sick.
So for track use and things like that, you haven't got to be struggling for traction and battling the car. You can have it so it's a lot more smooth, especially if it's raining.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that we've done with it. We also went to an event called Race Wars, which is like a 1 mile straight, and I raced this M3 against my own M5. So that was a pretty cool race.
I saw that on Instagram. I'll put that on here if I can get the footage off you. I'll stick it on here.
Yeah, I've got that.
Watch the the F90 against the M3 and see what happened there.
Done that, and then Jamie officially gassed. He had us on, so I turned up in this, and you know, like the saying, bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah. That's
literally what I did. So Tom Wrigley was there. He had a car that's, I don't know, something like 1300 brake, big single turbo, built engine, built gearbox.
Very fast.
And RS Tuning was there as well.
Yeah.
Another built box, another built engine, hybrid turbo. And I mean, you guys have to watch the video, but like, I think we've done really well considering that everything on this car is pretty much stock.
Yeah, it was a good video, man. Like I say, I'll put all this stuff for you guys to watch down in the description of the officially gas videos and stuff like that, and all your features that you've had previously. Also the video for Tommy's F90 if you want to see more on that. When he came on the channel before, I'll leave that down in the description as well. So you've been out there doing the real world testing, not just on your own, you know, because people will argue with numbers, people will argue with a dyno, but if they see it out there in the wild doing it,
definitely, it's all about actually getting out there and doing it.
For sure, man, for sure.
You know, you're bringing it on race days and events, people are getting to see what it's actually like, because there's no prep for that.
No, of course. Don't pull out, you sausage.
I knew he was pulling out years ago.
It's really difficult to get across on camera how quickly this travels. I can't even speak. It just vanishes.
When I had the high-powered F10 M5, I was really happy when I got it to run a 10.9. This car's doing a 9.6.
Yeah. And you haven't had it on the Santa Pod yet, have you?
I haven't took it to Santa Pod. So when I went on officially gas, one of the things I made a point of doing is turning up like literally full weight, full interior, because I wanted to show people, like with you today, what this car actually does out on the road day for day. Because no one wants to drive around with one little seat, etc, etc. But for Santa Pod, I've got some beadlock 18-inch wheels arriving. We've got some Mickey Thompsons, and we've got a carbon fibre seat. So we are going to go to Santa Pod and just see what the most acceleration and power we can make, and see what sort of time we can do there. Yeah.
Well, if you're chasing numbers, it's all well and good stripping the the back out and stuff. But like, if you've got customers coming along and they want to see what your car's capable of, showing it with the full interior, it's going to be realistically what they're going to be at, aren't it?
Exactly.
You're not going to have people coming along with one seat in something, especially something this new as well. Like, it's not an old car. You know, I know people will strip them out for occasion,
but it's going to go back together.
It's going to come back together.
To be honest, people that strip a car out are few and far between. It's
of course.
It's not a common thing. And I've had cars where I'm literally sticking so much money into them to turn it into something that's crazy fast. And this, like I said, I've only owned it a couple of months, and like, I love it. I literally am not here thinking, oh, I need bigger turbos, I need to do this, I need to do that. As this car is, it's great. I might go further because I'm a business, but for my actual personal experience of how this car is, like, I love it. It's brilliant.
I was just about to say, do you think you found the sweet spot for as far as you go, or do you never say never and see if you're going to take it past the 4 digits?
Yeah, obviously I'm here as a business. I want to be mapping these, so since we've got this car, we've been tuning a hell of a lot of them. They're probably one of our most popular cars now. But it's still be nice to push the envelope a bit and see what can be done when you go bigger turbos and engines. But if it weren't me looking at it from a business perspective, I'd definitely just leave this as it is.
Yeah, for sure.
People always want them to sound a bit louder. So going up to that power level also achieves the noise as well. So yeah, that's definitely the most popular one. What you find, most people want the 700 brake, and then some guys want to go racing as well. For those people that do want to go to the 1 mile events, they do want to go to Santa Pod, it's great to just be able to get another 100 brake on tap. What I'm saying about that ethanol, you pour that in the tank, you don't even have to flash a map or press a button, it automatically becomes 100 brake. It detects it, it increases the power.
And like you say, you've got all them adjustable maps as well on the... So just before we head back to the yard, Tommy said, let's just do one more launch. So, here we are. I'm going to put my head back this time.
No, try to sit forward, it's funnier.
Oh God, go on then, I'll try and hold my neck forward. move so fast. Jesus Christ.
Doing all right.
These trees have never moved so fast. Yeah, that is.
You done good.
Kept it forward, mate. That's a strong neck. Like traps like Brock Lesnar. So guys, I'm going to end the video there. As per usual, if you enjoy this sort of content, make sure you leave it a like rating, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and ring the bell for notifications to find your way back to any future content. The only way I can sum up this car is, it's just, words can't describe, to be fair. It's one of them things you have to experience. Obviously, you've probably, if you're watching this video, you've seen my videos previously, or videos that have featured Tommy, whether that be his F10, his F90, or this car. But Tommy is still getting out there with all these cars and stuff, so you're probably going to catch him maybe at an event near you in one of them. But for now, Tommy, where can they find you?
So if you want to see any of my personal stuff, I've got a 460 brake turbo bike, I've got the M5, something that here like, got a Maglio as well.
Coming soon.
Full engine on that, pretty cool. So Tommy Turbo on Instagram. If you're more interested in the business side of things with the BMWs, then Velocity Tuning, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even TikTok.
Hit Tommy up if you want to send your BMW in and have this kind of work done to it, because that's the only real way you're going to be able to experience what I've experienced today. And this has got to be the fastest car I've been in, surely.
I don't know what else you've been in, but for most people it's the fastest car they've been in.
You meant to say yes.
I don't think I've been in a faster car.
Well, there you go then. If you ain't, I definitely haven't. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
This car's making 800 brake and 300 newton meters, and then like, I ain't even known, and then I'm like making it, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what? No!